We've got an update on some balance changes coming in the next patch for Rogue Company. Sigrid will be getting buffed and so will Fixer, only slightly. Vi will also be seeing a nerf and so will Crouch Spam. Let's go into some more detail here. We'll start with Sigrid. Instead of having tracker rounds anymore, which outlines an enemy for 4 seconds after damaging them with a firearm, Sigrid will now have Life Drain. Life Drain's that perk that gives you 50 health per down. These are both $10,000 perks, and I think the hope here is that giving Sigrid more survivability with the Life Drain perk will make her more viable. Keep in mind, Sigrid also has Adrenaline Shot, Stim, and Tenacity, so she's really only missing Headstrong in terms of the items and perks that grant more survivability. Life Drain probably fits Sigrid a little bit better, but I really did enjoy Tracker Rounds. Tracker Rounds is one of my favorite perks in the game right now, and I guess it doesn't really make sense why Sigrid should have Tracker Rounds. Sigrid's sidearm, the Warrant, is also going to be getting a slight buff. We don't know the numbers yet, but Hi-Rez mentioned range and body damage increases for this weapon. The Warrant is also available to Fixer, which is actually going to be a slight buff to Fixer. Here are some side-by-side comparisons of the Warrant's current damage values at several different ranges. The devs are also playing around with a new perk for Sigrid that will reduce incoming melee damage. I personally don't feel like this should be a perk and should instead be part of Sigrid's passive when her shield is deployed, but it's still too early to tell on this one. Next, let's talk about Vi. The devs feel she's a bit too tanky with access to Tenacity, so they've decided to swap the Tenacity perk with the Bounce Back perk. This may seem like a nerf, as Tenacity is one of the best perks in the game, but Bounce Back actually has a lot of synergy with Vi, specifically because she has the potential to have a higher health pool than other rogues. With Bounce Back, Vi will start healing in 3 seconds instead of the standard 5 seconds. So is it a nerf? Maybe, but Bounce Back sure does synergize well with Vi's passive. We also need to talk about Crouch Spam. People have been complaining about it for a while, and although it's in many other games, the community was vocal enough to have the devs do something about it. There will be a cap on how fast you can Crouch Spam now. Here's a video side by side of the before and after the update on how Crouch Spam will function. I do also want to mention that the devs are looking for feedback on Scorch and if she feels overpowered right now. Let me know down in the comments section if you think Scorch should be nerfed, and if you had to nerf her, what would you change? Some initial comments are that the Arbitrator shotgun is a bit too strong, but I'm curious what your thoughts are and can forward those over to the devs. Lastly, if you haven't joined our Discord yet or followed me over on Twitch, I'm looking for the next big community event to host and need your help with it. Links are in the description and down below in the pinned comment. Thanks everyone, I'll see you next time.